Headlines most affecting Abbotsford this week. A new walk-in clinic in the works for Mission. A municipal candidate slapped with a fine. More wheelchair-accessible taxi service for Abbotsford and Mission. And it's all over baby blue for the Abbotsford Canucks. We'll have that in sports. All right, Abbotsford, let's get started. A new urgent and primary walk-in center has opened in Mission. It's on London Avenue. Now, this is going to provide urgent care 7 days a week, Monday to Friday, 4:30 to 8 p.m., weekends and stat holidays from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m., and primary care services for attached patients will be available Monday to Friday from 9 to 4. The UPCC, as it's called, will attach people to a family physician or nurse practitioner via the Health Connect registry. Another option for YXX, as Fast Air has opened a new facility at Abbotsford International. Now, Fast Air has chartered flights, and that services both Vancouver and Abbotsford airports. Last weekend, Elections BC issued 4 monetary penalties and posted them on their website, and one of them was from the 2022 municipal elections involving an Abbotsford candidate. Jaspreet Anand was an unendorsed candidate for councillor in the local general election, and he acted as his own financial agent. His maximum to contribute to his own campaign was $2,500, but he put in $3,100. That's over the limit. And he did not meet Election BC criteria in the questioning of why he did it, so now he's got to pay a $1,000 fine. A reminder that the May long weekend is coming up, and as of Wednesday, all the campsites and provincial parks are wide open, so it's a good idea to have a reservation. The weather should be decent, so expect the traffic going into the parks. ICBC providing a $110 rebate to eligible drivers through what the company is calling prudent financial management and better than expected investment income. Bottom line, basic rates are the same until next March. That's 6 years in a row with no increase. Now, your rebate, that should be in your pocket, but not until the end of July. People who rely on wheelchairs in the Fraser Valley will have more accessible taxi service through what's called the Passenger Transportation Accessibility Program. So in Mission Taxi will receive about almost $37,000. For Abbotsford Taxi will get about $65,000 in order to improve wheelchair accessibility within their respective fleets. The province releasing their first reconciliation action plan. This recognizes the need to address historical injustices by acknowledging the past and working to build new relationships with Indigenous people based on respect and understanding, and outlines commitments and actions that the Legislative Assembly will undertake to contribute towards reconciliation. This first action plan includes 5 commitments and 7 initial actions shaped by input directly received from First Nation leaders through significant engagement and outreach. Coming up, wait till next year for the Abbotsford Canucks. Sports is next. Abby TV Sports, the Abbotsford Canucks finally return home for the first time in their playoff run, and they took on the Ontario Reign for Game 3 of the Pacific Division semifinal, and the run stopped at the Abbotsford Centre. They dropped Game 3 in the Pacific Division semi. They were eliminated from the running from the Calder Cup playoffs. It was a best of 5, so the number of players are now on standby for the big club, and the Vancouver Canucks are still in the playoffs in the NHL. Trinity Western alumni Hillary Johnson and Brie O'Reilly are on Canada's roster for the Volleyball Nations League, which started this week, while fellow alumni Avery Heppel and current Spartan Kaylee Plouffe are now part of Canada's 30-player-long list for the 2024 VNL. So this is the road to the Paris Olympics for these athletes. Still with TWU, their rugby Spartans Kyle Finnan and Brady Howlett have been named to Canada's 36-man under-20 squad. The under-20 group has come together for a 4-week camp. That will lead into a 2-match series in June against the Americans to qualify for the World Rugby Under-20 Trophy. The winner of that series will join 7 other teams in Scotland, in Edinburgh, in July for the 2024 World Rugby Trophy for the under-20s. That winner will earn promotion to the World Rugby Under 2020 Championship for 2024. Do you follow all of that? Abbotsford Falcons tackle football starts with practices in June. They run Tuesdays and Thursdays from 6 to 8 p.m., and that's from June to the end of the season. BC CFA Championship, that'll be held November 16th and 17th on that weekend. Coming up, Cari with the weather. Abby TV weekend weather. Cari, will Mother Nature cooperate with the long weekend?
Hey Abbotsford, this weekend's weather is going to go back to spring. Saturday's high of 20 degrees is going to be pretty much it for the week. The rest of the week, temperatures are going to hover around 17, with lows getting down to around 9 at night. There is going to be a 60% chance of rain. Shocker, 2 to 4 millimeters from Monday to Thursday. Speaking of chances, there is a 50% chance that in a room full of 23 people, 2 people will have the same birthday. This is known as the birthday paradox. It has kept statistical mathematicians scratching their head for years. Back to you, Don.
Thanks, Cari, and thank you for watching. If you have a local news story you'd like us to report on, you can always send us a note to news@chilltv.ca. Thanks for watching. Have yourself a great long weekend. Mind the traffic. I'm Don Lehn.